Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Sag, we're going to have some fun this week. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's an interesting bottom that you got. Look at your bottom. Wait, don't go in the wrong order. Look at you got the Devil, and then you got the Ten of Cups, and you got the Seven of Pentacles. Actually, it's almost like that's an interesting bottom. I've been pre-shuffling, like, to get ready. So, it's kind of like turning this some sort of toxic entrapment, the horrible, yucky, stinky energy into happiness and wish fulfillment and joy, jubilance. How do you do that? I don't know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Isn't that why we're all here on the planet? Not even just at a tarot reading. Why is this card doing that? You get the Eight of Wands. Movement and communication. Cool. That's your reading. Thanks, Sagittarius. That was so weird. What's going on in these cards? So, Sagittarius, it's been a different kind of week here this week, Sag. We are doing, as you can see, my tarot cards have got writing all over them. I've been, anyways, I don't know. You can watch other readings to find out what I've been putting more information about astrology and stuff about these cards. So I've been studying for a little bit of time doing that. Trying to increase my little gray cell capacity on my tarot readings. And then, see, this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets fun is then I bring in my Cartomancy cards. So it's like regular playing cards. But I spent quite a bit of time going through this and what the real meanings of these kind of are in Cartomancy. You know what? I've only touched the surface because I could literally cover these cards. So much information. So I don't really, I'm going to use these sort of to clarify. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread with my mucked up, you're getting the craziest cards underneath here with my mucked up tarot. And I am going to say, once the Cartomancy comes in, we get like really specific messages. So again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. If it does, there is an extended at the end. The link is at the top of the description of this this video. So sad. Sagittarius. Let's get started, shall we? All right, Sagittarius. Celtic cross spread, mucked up tarot, mucked up Cartomancy cards. Yeah. All right. Right now, ooh, Leo, Leo energy, but strength. You are utilizing a lot of internal strength. I feel like you're struggling with something. That's the message that I'm kind of getting. I just feel like it's a struggle right now. There's something. What is she struggling with? Okay, on the card I have overcoming fear, courage, self-discipline, heart, and backbone. But could be playing out for you, like that you're kind of going through something that's utilizing that right now. But I feel like, well, maybe the self-discipline, but it feels more like you're struggling with that, struggling to keep something contained even. It feels like you're struggling to keep something contained. Maybe something that you want to say. So what is your challenge? Gosh, isn't this interesting? The Five of Wands. So in here I have, this is Saturn and Leo is striving to improve. Isn't that great? I like these new, all these different astrology and tarot books that I've gone through to pick up these different bits of information. And it's Leo energy again. So it's kind of like on some level showing some sort of sense of leadership in your life or the lives of those around you. But you're struggling to contain something, but you're also striving to do better. So I wonder what that's about. Striving to do better, striving to improve something. It feels like struggling to improve something. Are you struggling to improve something through actually vocalizing words out of your mouth? Or are you trying not to say something? I don't know. In the past you had the Chariot. Cancer energy. In the past, I feel like you had a sense of direction. You had a sense of wanting to travel or move with purpose. You had emotional drive. I don't really feel like that you don't have that now. But something has shifted here. Maybe you can't move forward with the emotional drive that you had in the past, and this is part of the self-control that's going on. The Strength card, oh, is the 9 of Swords. Your self-mind games, Mars and Gemini. This is your strength. You know, this has come up a couple times for people as a strength. I can't remember if it was just like through the YouTube readings or some of the extendeds. But yeah, I think at least one of the extendeds this week, someone had like, you know what, go through your mind, let your mind imagine all the negative possibilities. And you're getting a bit of that. And I feel like when anyone is guided into that, it to me, it's kind of like you're going to get your answer. Allow yourself to overthink this. And it might be a difficult way to get an answer, but it's how you're going to get your answer. So in the future, you have the Queen of Swords. Firm but fair, intelligent, critical thinking, logic, reason. See, it says widower or divorcee too, but that's, you know, it's not here yet, but we'll see what happens. But there we go. Your strength is overthinking shit, working through it, allowing all the possibilities to run through your mind, because your future is clear thinking. You have to almost pick and choose what's really a possible reality here and throw it out. If this is a possible reality, so I'm going to keep it here. And then once you have all the thoughts that you've gone through and you put almost in a little pile, you can write them down. Write them down on little tiny pieces of paper. Put them in a little pile for yourself. These are the true possibilities here. And now look at them. And I don't know, I'm thinking like putting them on a little piece of paper, almost as if like you could move them around and you could almost create sentences for yourself in some intuitive way and come up with an answer. I don't know where this is coming from, but that's the message I'm getting for you. It's really interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this. We didn't pull out your focus. Let me pull it out. It's the 2 of Wands. The action, self-needed. Your focus is wanting to take action. I know some of you are going, oh, Cindy, aren't these in the wrong order? No, everything happens for a reason. And what's really interesting is this is continuing to be wand energy. And what I also like about it is that you've got Mars and Gemini at the top as your strength. And then you have Mars and Aries at the bottom as your focus. Mars, fire, 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 fire. Fire, Sag, fire is your answer. Burning through something to come up with a solution. Your guidance is the Page of Wands. It could be communication. Well, that's interesting. But it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, and it's not like big and in-your-face communication. It's pretty easygoing. And I like it too because it's kind of connecting back in with this card where I feel like you're either trying to hold something back or you're trying to even come up with a better way to articulate something or express something. What you need to know is the 7 of Swords. We're going to have to clarify that. There's something sneaky going on here. There's something triggering your fears. There's mystery and deception. Or at least it appears that way to you. Or it will. Or you may be utilizing. You might be utilizing like kind of, if you're in this, if you're kind of being told like this is your strength and it's going to lead you to clarity. I feel like empowerment too. Like the Queen of Swords has got a lot of power here. She's facing things head on. Her hands aren't buried. Her face isn't buried in her hands. She's looking at everything and she knows clearly. But perhaps, so it's what you need to know. You're going to figure it out, what you need to know. There's something here that's hidden from you. Your hopes and your fears are justice, diplomatic solution, marriage, partnership, charming. What is this? I don't know where I left my glasses. No, I can't even read my own writing either. That's the problem. All right, it's a justice card. You got a lot of swords, like kind of in this angle in your writing, in your reading. And then you kind of have like fire right down the middle, except for this little one, which is your guidance. It's to kind of take your fire and bring it forward into your future, but gently. You're hoping for justice here, but because it's also sitting, it could be a hope or a fear. There could be a fear that something may not come out just. Maybe because there's something that you need to know here that you don't know. The Seven of Swords. The outcome is the Five of Pentacles. Moving away from something. The Knight of Swords is at the bottom and that's it. Everything else is reversed after that. Let's see what the Cartomancy is going to tell us, Sag. I'm going to use one for each one of these cards, and we're going to get a little more detail here for you. I'm just looking at this. Like what I've got written over here is overcoming fears for where you are right now, related to the Strength card. I've got that written on there. And then what you need to know is the Seven of Swords, and I have fears written on there. So I'm seeing two. And I feel like this can generate fears through overthinking. But you're being told to do that. That's your strength right now. It's getting in your head. Probably finding a solution where a solution has never been found before. Overcoming your fear. You have the Ten of Hearts for where you are right now with the Strength card. Good news coming. A large gathering of people at a wedding or a party. Well, it might be that. But this kind of reminds me of the Ten of Cups. Interesting. So whatever you're utilizing your internal strength for right now, it has something to do with like a big emotional happiness and fulfillment for you. This doesn't... You don't even have any pentacles out in this entire reading until we get to the outcome. And it's the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot going on in the inside, I want to say, for you, Sagittarius. Your challenge is the striving to improve with the Five of Wands. The King of Diamonds, a powerful and successful businessman. Right now, I feel like you are trying to come up with some sort of balance between like a happy home life, your own personal happiness and fulfillment here, as well as being successful in business, being successful at your job or in your community or for the people around you. You are striving to improve. It kind of feels like you're striving to actually be able to bring these two together better. Your focus is the Five of Diamonds. Financial change coming. Could be positive, new job, or negative, unexpected expense. It's really interesting because it could go either way. And you're kind of sitting here in the Two of Wands, like your focus. This is not saying that this is what's going to happen. This is just kind of saying like, well, the possibilities out there. Something could be really good or something could be really bad. And then that tells me why I can see you over here. So I want to say, really, like, legitimately look at what could be really bad. And in some ways, we can look at life, your life already, and to see how, you know, things that you worried about in the past and how they ended up unfolding and how things came out for you. Well, hopefully you're not, you know, I mean, unless you're living in a ditch. I don't know. I've had the odd person say, I'm homeless right now, Cindy. So, but everything gets better. This too shall pass. I think it's important to try to literally look realistically at what could go wrong and what couldn't, and be honest with yourself. So the past, So that's interesting. Someone who will be the bearer of bad news. This kind of energy has been going around a lot lately. So in the past, I don't know. In the past, it kind of feels like you got some sort of bad news. It changed your direction. Because I gotta say, I don't feel like you're moving right now. In terms of moving forward with something in your life. It feels like you had the energy, the momentum, the plan, and you were ready to go. You were sitting in the chariot, let's go. Someone's almost come in and tell you there's no gas in the chariot today. There'll be no gas for the next few weeks. It kind of has that sort of feeling in the past. There's some sort of communication. And now your strength is the 9 of Swords. See, you need better people. I think we all need better people. Because now you have an honest and trustworthy friend here with this Jack of Pentacles. The Jack of Pentacles. The Jack of Clubs. So this is an honest and trustworthy person who may also be a friend. I feel like you are debating about communicating something to someone here. It either has something to do with your home or your work, or the combination of the two. Your focus is, oh, this could go good or this could go bad. Oh, this could go good or this could go bad. Someone else in the past has shared some sort of bad news for you or negative news, or at least you're interpreting it as that in terms of where you were hoping to take your life or an aspect of your life. So I kind of feel like you might be debating if somebody is trustworthy to know some information or for you to share something with them. It's telling you this is your strength. So on some level too, I don't feel like it's any sort of a warning here. It's kind of telling you, the tarot, the cards, that there is a trustworthy and honest person who may also be a friend. So someone who would be supportive in whatever it is that you're working through right now. In your future, you have the Queen of Swords. The 5 of Spades, soon moving on and leaving behind what you know. A new job, a relocation, the end of your relationship. That's I know I'm telling you. These cards are really tough, right? But you're going to know how that fits into your life. I feel like it's your movement coming back. I kind of feel like it's the movement that you had in the past. Whatever that movement was for you. It felt like something you wanted to do. If you wanted to relieve a relationship and something happened, like maybe you were trying to secure a new place to live and it fell through, you're like, well, I can't do that right now, so I'm going to have to wait a few more weeks. Or then this tells me in the future, like you've got clear skies, there's no fog, there's no clouds in the way, there's no hand, there's no face in the hand. It's looking straight ahead and moving on, leaving behind what you know. So if it does, it almost feels like it has something to do with your work and your home. Because suppose sitting here, your right now feels more like home and your challenge is work. I feel like it's an end of, when it says the end of your relationship, it's one of these two. There's something here that's interfering with the other one. And do you already had in the past some sort of intention to move out of it, to move beyond it? But something happened. The bad news bear came in and said something that didn't go over well. But I see you kind of coming through it on the other end here. So, right, well, it's interesting. Your guidance is the Page of Wands. That's interesting because some sort of communication. The 6 of Diamonds, need to assume financial responsibility over your investments, budget, debt, etc. Maybe you need, okay, maybe you, this almost is coming in because this is guidance. So perhaps talking to someone, it could be just a simple conversation with a bank manager, with someone, a loan officer, or it could be a friend that would lend you money even. I don't know. It's coming out in a few different ways here. I gotta say, I think you got more than one thing going on, Sagittarius. Because there are 9 swords here. So I don't know if there's 9 different elements of your life that you were thinking about. And you're like, oh, geez. Like it's almost like one thought leads into another one, into another one, into another one, into another one. So for your guidance, I feel like the first thing that you should do in trying to get yourself moving forward, get your momentum going again into the direction that you wanted to drive it towards, is to figure out something to do with your financial security. If you want to leave a relationship, do something to secure that, your financial security. If you want to leave a job, do something to secure your financial security before you do anything else. It's the guidance that you're being given. What you need to know is the 7 of Swords. So what's going on with that? The 2 of Diamonds. Good news regarding money and finances coming soon. Isn't this great? Look at that. See, to me, this was coming up as your fear. But what do you need to know about your fear? Your fears are unfounded. Well, not necessarily. I mean, our fears are affected by the things that we've already gone through in life and how we've seen things play out. So, no, you're not. But I think there's a better outcome for you than what you're thinking about here. If you're worried about someone being a friend, I don't know, that can keep a secret or lend you some money, I think that's not a huge concern here. I think that can happen. If you're worried about balancing your home and your work, I feel like whichever one you were trying to move out of or move away from, it got stifled, but it will happen at some point. It's going to happen for you. And just, you know what, just this simple conversation or doing something here to secure your finances is what you need to know. It's going to be part of what you need to know. It's going to like reassure you almost. Don't worry, they can't touch that. Don't worry, that's still secure. Don't worry, that fund is still increasing in value. Whatever that could be for you. Your fears and your hopes are the Justice card. Oh, the Queen of Hearts. She's always good news. May represent a mother or pregnant woman. Well, maybe that wouldn't be good news if that's not what you want. A female lover or fantasy which may indicate marriage. That's quite interesting. Your hope and your fear here seems to be directed more towards your personal. I kind of feel like things that are out of your control that might have more to do with work and money are driving your fears. Your hopes are for really good things on more of a personal level in life. Yeah, we're like, because justice is also the marriage and the partnership. Charming? I wish I could read my writing. No. Charming communicator, perhaps. Seems more like a Gemini energy, but we got it for Libra. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I've been charmed by Libra a couple of times. So, yeah. A charming, lovable partner that may have at once been a fantasy and it's a dream come true. That's your hope. Fear. You know what? If you're going to dream big, right? If you're going to dream, yeah. Or why? Oh my God. You just pulled out a great card. Okay. Your outcome, right, was this. Like, it's kind of shitty, Cindy. Well, I don't know. But you want to move away from something. So I don't necessarily see this outcome as bad. After everything I've discovered here. If this is resonating with you, it seems to me there's something that you're trying to move away from. It got stymied, but you're going to have that success in the future here. You got to kind of work through it and get your ducks in a row for yourself. Start on the financial front. And then here, to me, maybe this is moving out of that relationship. This is moving out of that, that workspace. Are you ready to see what you got? You got the Jack of Hearts. When these two come together, you got va-va-voom. And they're sitting right above each other. The Jack of Hearts. Your lover or best friend can represent a couple when it appears with the Queen of Hearts. So your outcome may have, see, anyone who clicks off too early, they missed the good shit. Because your outcome, I think, yes, there will be a 5 of Pentacles for you. You will be moving away from something, but I think it's something that you want to move away from. You may feel kind of isolated from it, but you know what? You got some good stuff. This is really yum. This is good stuff. A lover, a best friend, a fantasy incarnate. I don't know. I would move away from that other stuff too. Then you got the 9 of diamonds. I'm not going through because there's no reverses. You know, it's a deck of cards. It's all the same. The bottom, you have the 9 of diamonds. Upcoming expenses, repairs, bills, or large purchases. Oh, that's interesting. I don't feel like that this is anything. Oh, you know what I feel like it is? Because it's a 9. I feel like it's something to hear because it's underlying. It's not saying it's necessarily a whole truth, but it's kind of underlying. And to me, the big thing here is being in your head. You're thinking about, I think you're thinking about finances. You're thinking about work. You're thinking about family. You're thinking about fantasies. You're thinking about a lot of different things here and how to get you where you want to be. Where you really seem to want to be is coming out of something that is driving you down a little bit. I feel like I was talking a mile a minute, Sagittarius. There you go. That's your reading, my friends. It's looking pretty good. I've been saying that. I feel like I've been saying that for like all week now. I was like, okay, it's kind of shitty right here, and it's kind of shitty right there, but it's going to get better. So everyone, it's going to get better. Well, you know what? If it's really bad, it gets to a point where it's only got one direction to go. When you've hit the sub-basement, and then you've hit the basement, there's only one way up. And that's up. There's only one direction. That's up. All right, I'm going to go. Sagittarius, I'm going to go do the extended reading. Thank you so much, my fiery friends. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.